Alrighty, boys and girls, we are live with the Lightning Overdrive Regional Qualifier. We have round number 1, Trevor Payne on Tri-Brigades, and Kamal Crooks on Drytrons. Both of these decks getting a lot of support in Lightning Overdrive. I'm pretty excited to see. I'm joined by our co-caster, Andres Espinosa. You might have heard him from the greatest hits of second place, YCS runner-up. How's it going, man?
Doing all right, doing all right. Good to be here.
Actually, to this guy right here, right?
Yes, to Kamal Crooks.
Both of you guys, first and second.
Kamal. So, just here to see what new support came out of Lightning Overdrive. I know both of these decks got a really big bump, and I'm excited to see what kind of ingenuity Kamal comes up with this deck. Because I know before this happened, the deck wasn't played as much because of all the hits to Union Carrier. So we'll see what they're doing now.
Yeah, they got a few new pieces.
That's one of the big pieces right there, which is Diviner the Herald. For anybody who doesn't already know what that card does, it's level 2, summons itself by sending a card from the extra deck or the main deck, and it gains that level. It's also a tuner, so depending on how you play, you can play Chaos Ruler, or some people play like Needle Fiber, just depending on how they go. This is also one of the new support cards, which is the Exceed. It's got like all the Zeta betas. Name it, I can't tell you the name of it though, but basically it has a bunch of different effects. It's got a foolish effect, ability to use the materials underneath it to ritual summon. So let's see how this comes out. Come on. Just got the ritual spell. It's gonna summon out. Got Ben 10. Yeah, so that's also a hard once return to add itself back. So just in case you're playing anybody, in your own locals, it's a once per turn thing. And then all the Drytrons tribute monsters, so they'll all have their own effects, like the Ben 10s and stuff like that. They'll all trigger to search. I don't know if Kamal is playing E to 10, which it's not very standard, but it adds back one of the spells from the graveyard. It also has another very niche effect that'll give your monsters 1,000 attack and defense. So, he is playing E to 10, so he may be summoning it to probably grab back the spell. Just gonna add it back. Since Herald of Arclight to get another surge. I think Draw and Lock is probably the best side for this deck. I think everybody's going to be having side. That's the Herald of Ultimateness. If you guys can't see the card that he's playing. Here comes the Beatrice. Beatrice is mainly used so that they can send the Eva. He was going to get 2 searches right now. And then also, if you guys didn't know, Eva needs to banish 2 other cards. It can banish another Eva in the graveyard, but it can't banish itself. So, something for you guys to look out for. It's just Eva's so good because it gives you follow-up for next turn. It also gives you another negate for your Herald of Ultimateness. So, it's crazy. Still in 2021, Beatrice is still being used, still a popular deck, popular staple in card decks and stuff like that. Maybe changing his mind on summoning out that Link Karibo. Got a handful of monsters. We'll go for Link 2. Yeah, going for IP Masquerena. Not a summon Ultimateness. So if anybody doesn't know what that card does, it basically negates anything by discarding a light fairy, if I'm not mistaken. Then he uses the Link Karibo. He's going to use that probably for a unicorn. It's a pretty big board. Beatrice is going to send again on a standby phase. And then Kamal sending another Eva, so he's just going to load up his hand with negates for Herald. You know, he's got probably 5 or 6 cards in hand, so depending on what Trevor's drawn, may not be enough. There's gonna be 2 different names. Let's see how Trevor plays this. Oh, it's just a quick scoop. Yeah, he can't play through that. So as far as sideboard, I mean, I don't know exactly what Trevor is. I don't have his deck list in front of me, but you probably think against this probably like cycle readers. Definitely drawing lockbirds if he's playing drawing lockbirds. Maybe more hand traps. Because in reality, like, there's just a bunch of like extenders in the Drytron deck. You know, you can't just stop it with one hand trap. But drawing lockbird is probably like the best one hand trap. But the crazy thing about Drytron is that they have the Herald of Arclight that can just literally negate any monster effect by simply discarding another Life Fairy from hand. So it has its own like built-in protection. So I don't know exactly how Trevor's gonna try to manage this, you know, but we're gonna see his deck list go first. You know, with the new support that they got, the Link 2 allows you to search for the Revolt. So now most end boards are ending like Appaloosa with a Revolt set, depending on whatever else he sides in or has in the main deck. I don't know if he's playing the Zoo cards yet, because we haven't seen basically any cards played from Trevor yet. But Trevor, I mean, he pretty much knows the matchup because he's already power shuffling, ready to go. Kamal, I'm pretty sure, has been testing a lot too, so he probably knows this matchup really well too. So we'll see what these guys bring to the table as far as sideboard. Against like Tri-Brigade, typical things would be like Lancia. Not sure, like any type of like monster effect negation, whether it be Gamma, even Valor, Imperms. Maybe Kamal has those on the side. You know, just, you know, Bell really doesn't do much. It only stops like the Revolt. But you know, they usually have like Appaloosa ready before you can even activate like a Bell, because all the Tri-Brigade cards banish as cost. So we'll see. Doesn't look like he has a lot of side for it. Like, he's not putting in a bunch of cards, maybe like 5 or 6 cards. Because he could also be siding out cards that may not be good in this matchup, you know, depending on what he has in his main deck. But definitely, Drytron already has a way to search Light Fairies, which all the artifacts are Light Fairies. So this is just, it's going to be a hard matchup for Tri-Brigade, because on top of all the extenders that Drytron has, they have built-in ways to search the card that basically stops their whole engine, Tri-Brigade. So hopefully he's playing like maybe the Zoo package, maybe a small or large Zoo package, so that way he can you know, at least extend through Lancia. We'll see. They're finished. Let's start now drawing. I believe Trevor elected to go first, so we'll see how that goes right now. Can't really tell their hands, but he's gonna start off with Pot Prosperity. See how many he's going for. Probably for 3 more than likely. I don't know how much extra cards they have in their extra deck, so. So for 3. So he can hit. I'm taking Foolish here. It's basically like another way to search. You know, he chooses, if I'm not mistaken, that was Fractal. He chooses not to get Fractal. So I believe it's the same thing pretty much. So he's going to send now a Foolish. Sending Kit. Kit's going to send again. That's going to send Fractal. And then Fractal's probably going to search Karis. just incredible too to see like that. This deck just basically dumps cards in the graveyard so that they can cheat out their Link monsters too. Oh, he's also playing the Lyra-Loose cards. I'm all reading the Lyra-Loose card. I don't think he's really seen that version of the deck. A lot of people are mainly playing either the Zoo version, or some people are still playing like the Samorg build. So we'll see where Trevor goes. I believe he's cheating out of Link 3 right now. He's playing the Samorg build. So really strong against Drytron because most of their monsters are light. So see, Kamal doesn't have an answer to the Samorg right now, so this is going to bring out the barrier statue, and let's see what Kamal has in his hand. I mean, he's no back row. I didn't see his hand if he has any hand traps, but let's see if Kamal could play through this. I see Kamal can hit a Nibiru, so Nibiru may not be too good of a side against Tri-Brigade. You know, they can cheat out these monsters relatively quick before even like 4 summons, so. Well, starting off with Cyber Emergency. Draw and Lockbird is going to be really huge right now. So basically, there's no more searching. If Kamal had Gamma, Kamal passes, but he's going to activate Samorg again. Probably going to bring out like a Mist Valley Apex Avian. It's bringing out the Lyra-Loose. Lyra-Loose is going to summon. On summon, I believe that one's the one that searches. I don't know the names of these these Lyra-Loose because not many people are playing them, but I definitely know it searches. He's searching another Fractal. Hold on, pause. Let me pause that real quick. Yeah, so there was a simple mishap there. Trevor's still locked under Draw and Lockbird, so he ended up searching with the Lyra-Loose, and you know, something simple fix, reshuffled, and now he drew. So a lot of people are playing either like the Harpy Channeler or even the Charmer, that's the Wind one, so that they're able to get this the Lyra-Loose off their board. But we'll see now. He's gonna normal summon into the zone that Samorg points into. He summons Fractal. Gonna link up into the Harpy, get the the Send. Probably gonna send another kit. Oh, fractal searches. I'm sorry. Yeah, so he's adding.
Payne is seeping out, demons taking center stage. Spirits in the crowd, are you not entertained? This world has its way of bringing me to my knees.
I believe this is one of the new cards that came out. Can't see exactly which one that one is.
What's best for me, my destiny. I look up and I'm scared. Oh, oh, oh. I'm in over my head,
Yeah, that's game there.
to find my own way through. Gotta be the light in the dim with all I do. When I hit a wall, won't wave the white. If I trip and fall, you know I'll sleep when I die.
Tri-Brigade's still one of the top contenders here. Pretty much, you know, a lot of people when I've walked around are playing this deck already. You know, because it's still as strong as it was when it first came out. But we'll see how Kamal comes back from that. So again, like I was saying before, Lancia is just like a generic side in Drytron because they're able to search it off of Ben 10. So we're gonna see Lancia definitely be a big factor in this game 3 because it absolutely shuts down Tri-Brigade. So he's also playing the Lyra Luces, which are good. You know, he's playing like the DD Crow, which is really good against Drytron as well. See them now. I think Kamal may have thought he was playing the zoo cards too. That's why he had Nibiru in the main, or he had decided or mained it probably to stop like you know, when they bring out Simoric and the zoo cards, because depending on if they don't play around it or not, or they play into it, you can drop a Nibiru on a Simoric and Dryden. Absolutely devastating against that. Like, there's really no way of coming back. See these guys now, and they're finishing up with their sides, shuffling now, sending decks, and start game 3 now. I believe Kamal is electing to go first. I see 2 ashes in Trevor's hand. I was going to send with, start from the extra deck. Oh wow, he has the draw on Lockbird. Kamal immediately responds with the Eva, or the Herald dumping Eva, and now it's just gonna stop basically another hand trap now too. So Drytron, or Tribute Ben 10, search the spell. Ben 10's gonna trigger. Kamal gonna negate the Ash too, or does he need the Ash? Depending, looking on his hand, I don't think he really needs it, but he's probably thinking about it because I think that's prep in hand as well. Cyber emergency. I'm all just calculating right now how he's going to get monsters, like in which order he's going to summon the monsters. Kamal, very experienced player. Like Machado had referenced in the beginning, we both played in the finals of YCS Memphis in Pendulum format. So Kamal, not new to the scene, definitely still a very good player, and it's pretty cool to see him playing a deck that not many people may have had access to. So he's using Delta to summon back, make the Link 1. Link 1's going to dump, rank 1. Then again, the second effect is they can use the materials to ritual summon. He's going to use the Drytron. They just jump to search a ritual monster, and then Benton's going to search a light fairy. He's going to summon search E to 10. He's going to use the field. He's probably going to use the ritual spell, add itself back, summon out E to 10, and E to 10 is going to grab back the spell again. There are 2 hand traps, even though one was negated. It's just this deck is just rampant. Pretty much, it's gonna send a Beatrice again, or summon the Beatrice. Beatrice is gonna send again, probably send another Eva, so he can basically just load his hand up with fairies. So that way he can just use the Herald of Ultimateness just to basically just negate every card in Trevor's hand. Didn't see what he sent though. Oh, he's using he sent the Drytron to draw a card, and then he used it to add back the spell from the graveyard. So now he's going to link up now, probably for another IP. Use the spell, tribute off the monster, summon out the Herald of Ultimateness. He's going to pass turn. Super strong board. That's going to send. This is going to send the Eva. So Eva's going to search for 2. Probably gonna get the same combination, Herald of Arclight with Diviner, and it's not looking too good for Trevor. I mean, his hand I see a Rescue Cat. It's not really gonna do much against this Herald, or he could even spin it back into the deck. I see an Ash as well. All thinking about whether guarantee he's gonna negate this, or is that an Ash in his hand? Yeah, he's gonna Ash it. Got a Lyra Loose in hand, Scarred to summon, Karis. Now he's probably just gonna Unicorn it back. That's game, man. There's really nothing he can do. Drew a bunch of hand traps to stop Kamal, and the deck just kept going. There's that was the biggest thing with the Drytron back in the day. It literally just, you couldn't really do anything against it. It just had so many extenders. But we see a swift 2-0 by Kamal. Trevor played very well. It's unfortunate the way he drew at the last hand. But again, Kamal with a big board, bunch of negates, and the ability to spin something back with Unicorn just at will. So it's pretty much a very swift 2-0, and we'll get to see Kamal probably later on in this tournament as well, because the deck seems like it's just firing on all cylinders like it was before.
Yeah, Drytrons making a pretty big statement behind one of the game's best, YCS champion Kamal Crooks. You love to see it. Drytrons back from the grave, Lightning Overdrive, actually making an impact. It's not often that you see some of these sets actually make an impact on the metagame, so it's great to see Ruben over there giving him his due diligence. Congratulations, champ. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kamal Crooks take a big W home for the brand new looking Drytron deck. But that's it for our round number 1 feature. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again for Andres for hopping on commentary. Thank you guys for watching from home. If you guys want to participate in a remote duel regional qualifier of your own, you'll be doing the same thing and same great prizes these guys are competing for. We guarantee the payout. One case that's over $800 in prizes, no matter how many people show up. Make sure you guys check out all the detail on our Facebook or ppgeventmanagement.com. You can sign up for those, and you can play from anywhere. Shipping is free even if you live in Zimbabwe. Thank you guys again so much. We'll be right back after this short commercial break for round number 2 here at the Lightning Overdrive Remote Regional.